Japan Dyno, the best of Japan to you. Howdy, this is Andy of Japan Dyno, and I have for you an EK9 Civic cluster from a Japanese Civic Type R here in Japan. This is from a 1998, a Heisei Junen 1998 Koki Civic Type R, the EK9 chassis type, B16B engine, of course, and the Koki, so it has the ABS light and the airbag light. So the earlier versions, the Zenki, the airbag and the ABS were optional extras, so sometimes they had the lights and sometimes they don't, but the Koki always does. So the Koki EK9 from a 1998 Civic Type R. This is the carbon cluster, the factory stock carbon cluster from the Japan domestic market model version of the EK9. You can tell it's the Japanese domestic market version because it has the distinctive 180 km/h speedometer. The 180 is the maximum speed that can be indicated on a speedometer in Japan according to the law. So no stock vehicle, even like GTR Skyline or anything else, has a speedometer stock that reads anything higher than 180 km/h. They kind of get around it by adding a couple of extra units down below there, but don't indicate the speed. The law is no more than 180 km/h. So any stock JDM speedometer will not have a higher reading speedometer. If it does, it's either not JDM or it is for off-road or racing purposes only. And sometimes you see those in clusters here in Japan. You might see that in a Mugen or other type cluster, but stock clusters always 180 km/h. So the distinctive feature which defines it as JDM, as Japan domestic market. So non-JDM versions will have different speedometers. And of course the cluster in great condition, as you can see, only low kilometers traveled before removed and replaced with a unit with a higher speedometer for racing and track purposes only, although often in Japan they're used on the road and there's not a lot of shaken time at the check, the safety check, the annual safety check. They're not often checked. The speedometer, only the calibration is checked and not the actual 180 km/h feature. So often you'll see for racing and aftermarket purposes clusters actually in road running cars, although it is technically illegal. The cluster, the carbon front type, not just the carbon face, but the carbon front. So the carbon front of the unit is made from carbon, the carbon extending into the outside area of the cluster. So not just a carbon face, not an imitation carbon face, but the actual carbon cluster. And in good, tidy working condition. We'll go to a shot here of the side, so you can see the carbon extending out onto the side of the unit and also to the top of the unit there. So the carbon, the full carbon front unit, the stock JDM CTR cluster in great working condition, back of the unit, circuit board all in good, tidy condition. So 100% fully functioning JDM Japan domestic market CTR Civic Type R cluster made in Japan, from Japan. Thank you. In order to serve you better, we have our website at www.japandyno.com, as well as our blog, the Japan Dyno Daily Fix, where we feature items of special interest. Look forward to seeing you there.